Good morning. So today I am creating a project, obviously, that I want to share with you. It's probably going to take a little while, so we'll fast forward through the slow parts of the video. So let's first of all head over to Design Space, and I'll show you how I found what I'm looking for. I want to do a zoo project, so I'm just searching zoo, and this new search window actually searches all of the images, all of the projects, and all of the community projects and the members with zoo in their name. So I really like this project. I actually saved it to my projects already, but here is what it is. It's this passport mini album. I'm actually going to print off the instructions real quick. Just because I'm going to need help assembling it. That's not a very good picture. There we go. That's kind of cute. Oh, you can hear my printer. Sorry about that. So that's the Design Space view, and here's the view of the album. Not to mention this cute picture right here. So I don't have to put anything together. I don't have to design it at all. It's all put together. I just have to get my papers and glue it all together. So it shouldn't be too bad. And it's going to take a little while to open. Okay, so colors of paper: red, green, yellow, pink, blue, orange, purple, and purple. And then a white and another. It says to use cardstock, but I don't have cardstock, so I'm just going to use what I have. So let me pull that out. In fact, I'm just going to go to the Make It. That's a big project. Oh, thank you. I do have some white cardstock that I'll use for the binders. So we'll be doing this on the mat. So the first page. Oh, goodness. We're going to make that fit. We're going to move that to the first page. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to make it fit, but I'm going to make it fit. It looks like there's some room right in here. I was holding the control button while I was rotating it. There we go. There's room. And that's how I got it to, let me show you again. If I hold the control button on my keyboard and rotate it, it rotates it in 45-degree or 30-degree increments, probably 30 and 45-degree, so I know that it's level. Yeah, level. So the white is what it wants to do first. So let me get my white cardstock. That's not cardstock. That's not cardstock. Oh, there it is. Duh. Oh, I do have red, orange, yellow cardstock. Okay. So looks like somebody took a bite out of that piece. There's my white. And all of the other cuts look just fine to me. So we'll just keep on going with them. Continue. Oops, I actually accidentally pressed cancel. This is actually light cardstock. And it says put the pen in clamp A and the fine point blade in clamp B and unload and press the mat. So let's switch over to the Cricut. There we go. Here's my pen. Put the cap on top. Oops, I'm gonna warm up my pen first. It looks like it's good. There we go. Load the mat. And then I should be able to press the go button. Okay, and go ahead and press play. Oops, that wasn't in there. That was in here. It's asking me, Cricut Design Space is asking me to make sure that I have the pen in and press go. So I do have the pen in, so I'm going to go ahead and press go. Now I need a light gray and a dark gray. So I have a gray and a black. And that's just going to have to be what I'm going to have to use because that's all I have. The light gray is the next step. So we'll use the light gray and the dark gray, and then orange and yellow. And after the orange and yellow comes green, light blue, dark blue. Dark blue. Dark purple and light purple. So I don't have a light purple. I do have a light purple and a dark purple. Whoa. Well, this is the one time your stash comes in handy. I have everything I need to make this project, surprisingly. Okay, and it's in order. Nice! See if I can get you a little bit better view there. And I'm going to move my eye chair. This looks like some really good cuts. I'll test to be sure before I pull them off the mat though. There's my weeding tool. So it looks like the rest of my cardstocks are a medium or a heavy cardstock. Probably medium. Okay, let's test. Very nice clean cut. We'll pull that one out. Actually, pull my pin out before I forget. You can't see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. I'm actually just pulling the paper off my mat, and I noticed I've got a couple of deep cuts in my mat, so this mat may be close to end of life, which is just fine. They fail. So I'm going to grab my scraper and get off the little dots here. It's funny, I scrape them off and then they get caught again. Okay, next is the light green. It's medium cardstock, so I'm going to select that. And the rest of my materials are medium cardstock, so I'm going to select remember that setting. Now, let's see if I've got enough paper to do this. I need to go over to the 5 inches. And I do, and you know what? We'll go ahead and do textured. I'm okay with that. This has a textured surface, so I'm just going to go ahead and let that happen. Close my clamp A. And it's not asking for anything. It just measured the mat to check to be sure, so it's ready to go. Check sure. All done. Okay, that looks like it needs just a little bit more pressure. So I'm gonna press play so that that runs through one more time, and then on the next one I'll select more pressure when cutting. I think my blade is getting a little dull. Cutting paper is really tough on the blades. So did you notice I pressed play before I unloaded it? That's just so that it'll cut in the exact same spot. Okay, there we go. And let me throw away these dots. Done. Okay, they came away nicely this time. Okay, now the dark gray, but I'm going to use the black instead, since surprisingly I don't have a dark gray. You know what? I actually don't need as much black as I thought, so let me look at my scraps and see if I have another piece. Looks like I need 6 inches, 6 by 12. And I don't have any black pieces that large. But you know, wow, that's a different color gray. Let me see if this different color gray is going to look okay. I think it will. Okay, so I'm going to change my mind. I've got a light gray, so I'm going to recut out the one that I just did in the light gray. I should have checked my scraps first. That's what I get. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. And then I'm going to use this dark gray for what it says. So I've got a light gray and a dark gray after all. And I'm going to select more. Get rid of those two pieces. Oh, how weird. It's hitting the side of the thing. It will be fine. The paper's hitting the side of the login, so it's kind of waving. Oh, that's not going to work. The paper came off the mat. It didn't stick properly. So I'm going to readjust it and try again. So I'm sticking it on a stickier part of the mat. And I'm going to go back, edit the mat, and I'm going to move these guys down here to about 1.5. Let me show you what I did. So these guys were up here in the upper left. And what I did is well, let me get back to this screen. So I can change them from here. If I click on this and then click on edit, I can move them down to the bottom of my screen. And I want them about 1.5 inches. That's where my paper starts. Okay, there we go. That looks a lot better now. Let's see if it ripples like it did before. It doesn't look like it's moving as much on the mat. Okay, press play. Yeah, that's holding down now. Okay, let's see if those came out just fine. You actually almost can't tell the difference between these two. Wow. These two papers, unless you get really good light. The light and the dark, they're close, but you can tell. Okay, so that one goes in the trash. This one I'm gonna reuse. And it didn't save my settings, so I'm gonna go ahead and select more and medium cardstock again. Whoops, it didn't load properly. So I'm gonna eject it. Hopefully it won't mess up my paper. It's all skiwampus. It would probably work okay, but I'm gonna unload it just to redo it. That's what I get for trying to do two things at once. There we go. Much better. Mo beto. And play. So while I'm crafting, I'm trying to put the things away as I use them, because so I don't make such a big mess. It doesn't always work. Don't think I'm an amazing crafter. I'm not. But I try to put them away as I go. Like, do you know what? Let me see if I've got. I do. So I'm gonna look at. I do have lots of other scraps, so I might not need as much as my full 12 by 12 sheets of paper. So this is what I pulled out. My full 12 by 12 sheets of paper, but I might not need them because I do have a lot of scraps. So I'm going to take a look through my scraps and see what I've got, if I've got enough to cover the spots. They sure are pretty though. Oh, and do you know what? I've got a pink too, so I could skip the pink and do a yellow instead of the dark purple. Let's see if we can get them to fit on what I've got. So I've got these, they're essentially card bases. They look like A2 card bases in different colors. So I think I'm going to try and use those. Looks like I may have a purple one here. Nope, I do. I have a light purple. I've got a light blue here. I don't know if that's enough. And a red. That red will definitely be enough. Not sure about the light blue though. I also have a dark blue and a even darker blue, like a navy. Let's see if we can make these work. Check the cut to make sure that it worked. Yep, it did. Pull off these. I am just using the same mat over and over because I'm a little bit lazy. Okay, the next color it's telling me is orange. So let me grab my orange piece right here. And it's telling me it needs 7 inches of orange, and I don't think my card is 7 inches. No, it's not. It's just shy, so I'm going to have to use my full sheet of orange. Darn it. Oh well. My scrap. is not big enough. Oop. Put it back for another project. So these ones, I might have to use these big sheets, which is fine, it happens. Sometimes I feel bad about using my paper, and then I have to remind myself, it's just paper. You can go buy more. It's cheap. It's not that expensive. Relax. It's okay. It's okay, Maria. So this time it saved my settings like I wanted it to. Oh, it is wanting the scoring wheel. Okay, let me grab that. And it wants the single scoring wheel. So I'm going to set my blade up there. And it's going to check again and see if I put the scoring wheel in. Now the fine point blade, so I will keep the scoring blade out and handy because we probably are going to have to use it for the other ones. So I'm going to cut this piece of gray and just so that I can use it later. Oops. I didn't do it close enough for the monkey tail. There we go. Let me see if I can save any of this light gray. This piece is really small. I'm not sure if it's worth keeping. Some people say a credit card size. I've got tons of scrap paper. I don't know. It's hard to decide. Okay, that's the orange. That weeded beautifully. said weeded. That's not the wrong word. That came off the mat beautifully. All of the cuts were very, very nice. I'm going to grab my scraper tool and scrape off all the bits. Sorry, I don't have my desk camera today. Okay, next color is yellow. How much yellow do I need? Do I have enough that I can use my card? It says about 5.5 inches by 4 inches. This is 5.5 by 4.5. Yes, 6.5 by 4.5 is how big my card is. So this will be perfect. That's exciting. And it says to load the single scoring wheel clamp, and I didn't do that. So it's prompting me again. Hey, stupid. I told you to put in the single scoring clamp. Okay, that's not nice. That's not positive body talk. He's saying, oh, you forgot. Shucky darns. Positive self-talk. That's silly. Sometimes we forget things. Good job. Oh, I got 2 pieces of yellow out. And put it in the fine blade. Done. And play. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to glue together the raccoon and the gorilla. They need to be, they're 2 pieces. So I'm going to glue them together. Now I might have to stop this project and go out and get me some more adhesives. I've been trying to use all of my adhesives, so this is all I have left is a glue stick and two-way glue. So that will be fun. Okay, let me find my, oops, this is done. Eject that. Pull it off the mat. Lovely. That more is cutting very nicely, cutting right through like I want it to. These cute little chevrons are cute. I wish I could use them for something. I probably could. I thought about it, but I already put them in the trash. Okay, next is green. And for the green, how much space do I need? 6 and a little more. So this might not be long enough. It's probably like 6 3/4 is what's needed. That is too close for comfort, so I'm going to use a full sheet. And put away my small sheet. That would have been a fun green to use too. Oh well. I wanted to get more paper, then that would be it. Oh, this one is asking for the scoring wheel first as well. So let me switch those out. I could switch these all to the scoring tool, the scoring stylus. So I don't have to keep switching the blade. This is the stylus and it goes in clamp A like a pen. But I'm too lazy to change the software. So I won't do that. I'd have to change it on every one, and it's just as easy to switch out the scoring wheel. I also believe that I get better scores with the scoring wheel than the scoring stylus, but that's just me. That might not be true. Actually, I did watch another YouTube video where somebody compared the stylus to the wheel, and they also did get better scores with this wheel than the stylus. Ready for the fine point blade. My Cricut machine makes a lot of noise. Oh, I was going to put together the gorilla and the raccoon. So I am just going to have to do extra. I wonder if I should use, no, I'm not going to use the glue stick because I don't think it's going to be heavy enough for the paper. So I'll use my, the two-way glue. And I need an extra sheet of paper to glue on for over glue. You know what? I'm just going to use one of the sheets of paper that I printed out today with the instructions because that's not as important. Oop, done. It's too fast for me. Yep. Flip it over and pull the paper away from the mat. I've got those extra little doohickeys there that I'll just scrape off with my scraper. They're like grass. They'd be perfect for a grass project. The chevrons in the grass, see? The crafter in me wants to save it. But at the same time, the minimalist in me is saying, you don't need those pieces of paper. Okay, what color is next? The light blue is next. Let me see if the scrap piece of paper I have is big enough. It goes to 6.5, 6 1/4. Oh, but I've got a big cutout right there, so that's not going to give me 6 1/4 at all. Okay, so we'll move to this. Press that down. It's a little skiwampus, but it won't matter. Might matter for cuts I do later, but that's a later problem for Maria. Not a paper problem now. I forgot the scoring wheel again. Scoring wheel in. Putting my green paper away. I've got a light green and a dark green. I wonder if I should use them. Well, we'll just keep going. play. I accidentally moved the carriage, so we might have to do this one again, this mat again. I've never had that happen before, so this is new and interesting. Hopefully it will realign itself, and it looks like it is. So even though I messed up the carriage, it will still cut properly. We'll know in a minute. Do the raccoon first. Here's the raccoon in 2 colors. Oh, I guess I could get him closer. Well, he's going to be out of focus. There you go. Okay, this looks like it cut properly. So me messing with the carriage didn't make any difference. That's good. And next is dark blue. And my dark blue, I need, how much space? 3 inches down and like 8 inches long. And so this actually, this piece is going to work. That's crazy. And just to make sure that I have enough, I'm going to scoot it out and from the top and from the side about 1/4 of an inch. Just to make sure I have enough. And if not, then I'll recut it. No big deal. Life goes on. Oops. Forgot to put the thing in again. Do I recommend doing this? Putting in the scoring wheel, switching the blades while the carriage is moving? No. But I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, let's glue on the gorilla. Need to pop out the gorilla's nose. Okay, I know it's waiting for me, but I am in the middle of gluing on the gorilla. Gorilla! So it's going to have to wait for just a second. There. It's cute. I'm not ejecting. I am changing the blades. That was a close call. Woo! Nice catch. Put the glue back on my adhesive. I get a kick out of raccoons. They're the funniest things. Oh, that is so close. Okay, let's make sure it cut right. Yep. Okay. I just got to show you how close this was. Oh, I did miss some on the right side. I did cut off a little bit, but that's going to be enough that it will still work. So I'm going to go with it. I will still be able to glue that little tab. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to go with it. Okay, the next one is supposed to be the dark blue. So let's use my dark blue, and I don't have a size that's the right. Oops, that's the color I just did. So this is where I think I may have to switch to a different color. Let's do, was there red? Yeah, there's a pink and a red and a light blue, and I have I'll use, because I have 3 colors of purple, I'll use there's my 3 colors of purple. I'll use this dark purple instead of the blue that I just used. I have this other blue, but it's not the right size. It's not big enough. I'm sure I need to put in the scoring wheel. Oops. Okay, medium cardstock again with more pressure. And it says putting in the scoring wheel. Look at me putting in the scoring wheel before the cut even starts. I'm getting better. It only took like 8 mats. Oops. All ski-wampus. Ooh. Yucky. Undo. Try again. Much better. Okay, let me put away my paper. Clamp. Oops. Not clamp. Fine point blade. I'm going to talk to my husband really quick, so just listen. One of my cameras isn't working. The Insta isn't doing my drop-down desk camera. Can you look at that sometime today?
Okay.
That's all.
Before we go to,
Preferably so I can finish recording this up.
who are you talking to?
I'm on my microphone. Sorry to jump ya like that. This raccoon really makes me laugh. He is so cute. There he is. Let's see if I can get the gorilla in focus so you can see him better too. There we go. They just make me laugh. And scrape off the dots. That's such a cute pattern. I need to move my chair, it's in the way. Okay, let me move some things. The next color is the light purple. So let me get that started. And I think that other paper isn't cardstock, so I am not going to use it. I'll just go with this light purple and we'll be okay. And it's going to ask me to put in the scoring stylus again. Go. And the last two we have is the pink and the red. So the red I'm sure I have enough, but I'm not sure about the pink. We'll see in just a minute. Oh no! I got a red wheel of death. That's not good. We're on the light purple matte, so we'll be able to redo this. Let's see. When it happens, you just kind of have to turn it off and turn it back on. The red ring of death. It's going to unload the mat. Cricut Design Space is asking me to unload the mat. I'm going to click the dismiss button on that. Let's see if it's going to reconnect. The Bluetooth is not going to reconnect, so I'm going to have to cancel the cut and start over. So let me switch over to my camera, or to Cricut Design Space. So let me cancel this. Are you sure you want to cancel the cut? No, but I have to. And this is the one that it wants. So we can actually continue just right from where we started. Connecting the machine. Medium cardstock, more pressure. Remember my material settings. Put in the scoring wheel. Yep, the scoring wheel is in. And load my mat. Okay, back over to the Cricut. Have it in place. While this is cutting, I'm gonna go get more coffee because it's coffee time. I don't know if it's coffee time or not, but I want more coffee. Thank you for looking at it for me. Was there a setting that was wrong? Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure which setting to select. So is, I saw if I pressed the screen, it would go to, it went to it had the different modes, and I saw a camera mode, and I selected that one. That's not webcam mode. Yeah, for more. Yeah. I figured that's what it was. I just didn't find the setting. I was close, on the right track. Oh. It's waiting for me to switch. What is it waiting? Did I not ever even press play? Oh my gosh. I didn't even press play. That's why I got too focused on coffee. Too focused on coffee. Oh well. Ooh. That sounded a little funny. I wonder if I need to do some cleaning or something. I have a desk camera. Yay! Thanks, husband. Let me get it right so you can read. These are just instructions. There's all the pieces that I've cut out. And let me adjust the camera view. Sorry that you have to see this. I'm gonna make this just a little bit smaller. Hopefully you won't see too much of my screen. But back to the Cricut, because that's where the action is. I did get coffee. It's funny to me that you can hear the Cricut in the background going. Uh-oh, it tore a little bit right there. I'm going to still use it though because no project is perfect. It's fine. Probably won't even notice. Going to be very careful with that. It's not too bad, and maybe if I wanted to, I would clean it up with my craft knife, but I kind of like the imperfection. So I'm going to leave that. Where did I put my scraper? Right into the trash. Okay, next color is pink. And let's see how big the mat is. It's 6 by 4, which is just the size, well, 6.5 by 4 inches, which is just the size of my card. So, you know what? I'm going to bring this in again about 1/4 of an inch on each side just to make sure I have enough like I did on that blue before. I love it when I can use my scraps up. It makes me feel so good. Okay, load that sucker. Oh, it's not time to load yet. What does it want? Oh, I need to select, it's asking me, Cricut Design Space is asking me to select my material again. More, and I still have this on. I wonder why it just keeps forgetting. That's okay. Load the scoring wheel. I am going to load the scoring wheel, and then I'm going to load the mat. So out comes the fine point blade. In comes the scoring wheel. Loading the mat. Putting my extra paper away. Since we're almost done. I did have a darker blue cardstock. It was hiding. Ugh. Oh well, life goes on. Let me see if I can clean off my desk at all. Put in the fine point blade in clamp B. Done. Press play. These little pockets are so cute. So I was just looking at the instructions to see what we did, and the instructions, I love it when it's that close. Can you see the cut line? So close. I guess I didn't need to move it down on the y-axis, probably just on the x-axis. Okay, and the red wants how much material? Here's the red, hover over it. Oops. It wants 6 by 3, roughly. I'm pretty sure my piece of cardstock is that size. Let's take a look. Very much 6 by 3. You know what? I wonder if, yeah, oh, nope, I can't do it this way because that only goes to 5. So we'll do it this way. Okay, put in the scoring wheel. So the instructions say, just fold in here pocket images, insert the white tags into the pockets, and adhere the white binding tabs to the front left of each pocket. So this is interesting. Okay, we are ready for that. I wonder, whoops. Oh, that's only a sideways. Okay. Oh, I'm not showing you what I'm doing. Sorry about that. We'll wait to finish cutting. Fine point blade. And you know what? This is the last color. So I am going to put my scoring stylus away. That's it. Flip my mat over, lift up my paper. And I'm going to put my mat away to get it out of the way. Okay, this is going to be super cute. There's that. And while I'm here, I'm going to cut this like that and then put it in my scraps. Keep this piece, get rid of the rest. And with my cardstock. Okay, and put my paper away. Excellent. I don't know why I was worried about the red and the pink. I have plenty of red and pink. Let me scoot over the instructions a little bit more. Okay, so what it says is to assemble the envelope. So this envelope only has this bottom tag right there. I can actually use my scorer here to get sharper lines. Sorry about the shadow there. You know what, let me see if I can fix some of that shadow. Oops, too much. Now it's harder to see. Oh, look. It auto-focused. Let me see how to fix that. I don't know how. Hey, BJ. I don't know how to fix that. So it won't do that. Actually, I should be using my overflow paper for this too, so I don't get the glue all over my mat. Okay, that is cute. Here's the paper I was using. So this one has 3 sides. So on the Cricut website, they tell you which way you're supposed to fold your paper with the scoring stylus. Yeah, whatever. Okay, you can read that as instructions. I'm not going to do it. I don't know if I like this autofocus thing. Maybe that's interesting. Okay, it's not an autofocus, it's an auto zoom in. That's interesting. Okay, so here's this pocket. It's a little bit, oh, zoom out. He went to the coffee shop, so I can't fix you. I don't know how to fix this. Okay, so there. So I was watching another crafter this week, and they're like, don't use too much glue. And I'm like, don't use so much glue that it warps the paper. And I think of like in grade school when I always used too much glue. So now I'm working on using less glue. I guess that's the point of the story. You can't see me again. Well, as soon as he comes back from the coffee shop, I'll have him fix the auto zoom. I mean, that's actually really kind of handy, unless it doesn't go where you want it to go. With this zig one, you press down a little bit and it gets the glue to come to the tip. Okay, look, this one's smaller. I wonder if that was by design or if there was an error. We'll see that. We'll figure that out. Okay, I want this in the back, so I'm gonna fold it this way. I'm gonna glue. Now it makes me think that on that blue one we might have not enough. Well, no, we should have enough to get it glued together. There we go. Put that to the side. Here's the blue one with the short edge. Oops. I want this in the back. Ooh, that's short. That's so short. But you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it down first and then put down the bottom just to make sure. And I'm gonna overdo this long ways. Just to see if we can give it more adhesion. There we go. Good. These cute little pockets. Okay, this one goes on the back. This wasn't as hard to put together as I thought. Can't believe it took, well, okay, I can. I'm surprised it took so much longer to cut it than to start to put it together. But this is the easy part of putting it together. This isn't the hard part. I need more glue, squish it down. Okay. Keep going. This one's a little bit tricky because of that fine grass. I'm almost out of adhesive. Yay me, using all of my adhesives before I buy more. That'll be a Christmas present for me. I'm gonna try the Barely Art glitter glue next, and I'm trying to make it be the only adhesive that I buy so that I can decide if I like it better than the Xyron, better or worse than the Xyron tapes. But the more I think about it, the more I probably need both, because if you're doing a lot of paper crafts, the glue is more adhesive. It's stickier for the longer term than the tape. So for cards that I'm not too worried about, I'll use the tape. But for things that I want to have stick together for a long time, like decorations and things like that, I want to use the glue. So I'll probably end up getting both, but that's to be decided. Again, trying to use what I have, trying to only buy what I need for the projects that I'm doing. So I don't have a ton of stuff. I want to do a video called, I don't know if I'll do it, well, I'm never going to buy a dream box. Okay, but if they give me a dream box, then I'll take it. But as for me actually buying one, no. That's just so expensive, and I have the room. There we go. It really likes that scraper. Okay, so now I've got to glue all of the animals to the fronts of the pockets. Now there are a couple of pockets that are smaller sized. I bet you they're supposed to go in color order. Rainbow. We'll do it Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Close enough. Put the pink right in there. So they are different sizes. Let's see if the tags are different sizes too. They are. So I'm going to have to look at the pattern to see what tags go in which location. So back to Cricut Design Space, and we are finished with the cut, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. Are you sure you want to cancel the cut this time? Yes, I am sure. Cancel that. Okay, so there was one color that I did change, so I'll have to be aware of that, but that's fine. So the red gets the gorilla. Actually, maybe, no, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna glue these on first. It says glue them on with a 1/4 inch overlapping. So this is, I'm gonna glue on, should I glue on the animals first or glue on the tags first? Let's decide. So these are the tags. It says on the instructions to overlap this 1/4 inch on the back. So about halfway. You know what? Let me do those. That'll take just a second to do. So these are the same both ways, so it'll be fine just to, this is about 1/4 inch, so if I run it like that, put it like that. Nice. Oh, my husband's home from the coffee shop. I'm gonna grab him. I'm going to turn these over to make it easier on myself. Maybe I should have used a heavier cardstock for the binding portion. It's okay. It will be just fine. I really think I'm running out of glue. I don't even have any tacky glue. The Eileen's tacky glue. Every craft room has that. I don't even have that. I've got, oh, I might have to switch the glue stick. Oh, that's so sad. Oh well. If that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. My phone was just making noises at me. This is the part I like about crafting, when it's sort of repetitive. You can just get into it and relax. I've been wanting to do this Christmas tree project that requires cardstock, and I kept on thinking, I don't have any cardstock. What am I going to use? Can I use regular paper? I don't think the regular paper is going to work because it's too thin. It doesn't have enough structure to hold itself up. And so it's funny that I've been thinking this, and I have all of this cardstock that I can use. So I have Green's cardstock, so I'm going to make that tree tomorrow. That's just funny. Okay, almost done. I have two, but only one more pocket. I wonder if I missed a pocket, if there's a white pocket. Now that is interesting. Now let me look at my white pieces and see if there's a white pocket. I don't think so. I wonder what that is for. That's the one that I moved. Okay, let's put the animals on the envelopes. So the red is the gorilla. I've got Cricut Design Space over on my other monitor so that I can see it. So he's only going to be gluing down here, so I'm just going to put some glue on the bottom, probably about halfway up his arm. Oh, that is cute. Okay, and the gorilla tag goes in here, so let's go ahead and put in the gorilla tag too. Here it is. Cute. Okay, the tree frog is next. And the tree frog goes in the green grassy. I'll move that. Here's the green grass. You know what? I'm going to glue the tree frog on first. Oh, there's not anything that glues on this one. So the tree frog just goes in. There we go. set him upside down up here so they stay in order. The next one is the wolf. And he does get a glue on, so I'm going to have to be really careful with these chevrons not to glue them all the way through. Where's the wolf? But I have to put glue all on this. So let's see if I can do this. Flip the wolf over. Does he fit all the way on? Do I want him up at all? Nope, I want him completely on. So I'm going to glue the whole wolf, even though there's these holes. And then I'm going to open it up. Press down, open up, press down, open up to make sure the wolf doesn't stick, and he doesn't. Good deal. Ooh, that one's tight. That one is so tight, I am going to cut off a sliver. Next is the pink with the bear. Oh, that's what these white pieces are for. Well, now, this is supposed to go I'm not sure how it's supposed to go, but this white piece is supposed to fit in here. It's supposed to go in there as well, and the bear is supposed to go on top of it. But, oh, this is just the insert. I'm overthinking it. Okay, so, bear. I guess it doesn't matter on some of these. Bear, I'm going to put him completely on again and just make sure to leave it open like the wolf. Okay, let's sit and press for a second and see if any more glue comes out. A little bit. I'm going to leave this tip side down. Glue. I'm going to be careful to only press where the paper is. There we go. And then stick that in there. Good. I might have to get out my glue stick. Let me see if I have any other adhesives. I have lots of washi tape. Who doesn't have washi tape? And then washi tape and super glue and Mod Podge. That's it. Oh well. Okay, monkey is next, and monkey is green, or the light blue. Monkey is going to have a hard time. Monkey is going to have a hard time sticking on because it's such a big hole. So I am only going to glue monkey's tail, his end, and his head. His boonie and his head. Feels like there's still some more glue in there. I'm going to get his entire tail. Oops, Look, I put his hand. Monkey is cute. Monkey gets jigsaw top, zigzag top. Okay, orange is next. Orange is lion. I think I'm just gonna have to glue all of lion. Just a little bit of glue left. Hope we have enough to finish. I'm gonna press lion all over. And there's still room in there. Okay, this one is this curly Q top. These are so cute. I'm really pleased about this project. Thank you, designer. Who designed it? Let me see if it says her name. Just Zoo Passport Mini Album. It showed on the actual project who it was, but yeah, I'm rubbing glue off my fingers. That's what the thing's auto zooming on. Okay, we did orange. We want to do dark purple. So, and dark purple is, oh, we want to do chevrons. What? The instructions. Did I not get one? Oh, I did. I missed one. I missed elephant. Big chevrons is what I missed, or purple chevrons. So I need to pick, I'll use that dark blue that I have, and I'll print out, or I'll cut out the purple. But first let's finish what we're doing, and then I can start that. Because I can't do two things at once, because I'll get confused. I will. So that piece is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 by 4. And I know none of my scrap pieces were that big, so I'm going to have to get a big enough piece for that. Where did my mat go? I thought I put it away. I put it away in the right place. And it's right where it's supposed to be. That's funny. Okay, I will get this started cutting while I'm waiting. Okay. It's not gonna load. It is gonna load. I'm gonna have to get out my scoring wheel too. Ah! That's okay. So over in Cricut Design Space, we're gonna make it. I'm gonna go to just that one mat. Guess I can show you what I'm doing. We'll be using the mat. I'm clicking on the wrong screen. That's funny. And we need to go to the purple mat with the chevrons. There it is. So we skipped this mat before. Whoops. Oh well. Continue. the machine. Get out the scoring stylus. Medium cardstock, more. There we go. And it wants the scoring stylus first. So I'm going to pop that in. I'm shaking my glue stick, my Zig two-way glue, and it's, yeah, there's, it doesn't even slosh anymore. All done. All done. No, put the mat away first. Don't just set it somewhere. Silly girl. Put the paper away while you've got it in your hand. Don't just set it somewhere. It only takes a second. Good job. That's what I'm talking about with this positive self-talk. Cute chevrons again. Sorry, not saving them. Okay, this is the back of the card. So we're going to fold it like that. Whoops, I didn't fold it on the score line. Good going, Maria. That's okay. Nobody's going to even notice. This is a little bit sticky from the glue. I'm going to move that over while I score it. I think that's all she wrote. Okay, it's in the trash. It's done now. Okay, elephant. All of that just for the elephant. I believe that's where we were. Yep, elephant. Jeez. So again, this is going to be tricky to stick on. I guess I'm just going to have to do the whole elephant. This has a really interesting guy. Let me pull him down a little bit. Oh, I got his toe cut up. I definitely want to get his tail. I'm just trying to push down on the places where there's the paper behind it instead of on all of the spots. I'm going to let that one dry for a minute. There is some air in between there. So I'm going to let that dry while I continue. So elephant, and then, ooh, the last one's going to be the raccoon. That'll be fun. Deer. Now I really feel like I'm in grade school. Okay, one thing I know for sure, I don't like glue sticks. They're too messy. So, note to self, don't buy another glue stick, even if it's cool and has a corner. That's why I bought it, is because you could get glue into the corners. Nope, not worth it. I'm gonna wait again for that one to dry. The next is giraffe on polka dots. His little tail is so cute too. Let me do his tail. Go to a new piece of oh, I guess I didn't need to do his head. Darn it. Well, that'll dry in a minute and it will be fine. You know what? I'm going to glue his little nose on though. Let that dry. Make sure he's open. And then raccoon, my favorite. Just a touch more. Oh, I guess I didn't need to glue all of raccoon. I should have checked first. That's me crafting all the time. I should have checked first. I should have checked first. Okay, so those are definitely going to have to dry. Let's see how close they are. Oh, yep, okay. So elephant's done. An elephant gets the round top. And then deer gets a circle. Let's see if, yeah, he's dry as well. Giraffe gets the chevron. He's almost dry, but he is dry enough. He's not going to be sticking like he should. Those are so cute. Okay, and raccoon needs just another minute. Yep, I'm going to have to wait for raccoon. Okay, next, we did the binding tabs to each of the pockets, and then we bind the tabs together to create a book. I use twine is what the instructions say. So let me get what I'm going to use. I've got some crochet. Ooh, I also have some yarn, some purple yarn. It's This might be fun. It's super bulky. Let me see what it looks like. Well, that's kind of fun. But I like the twine color better. So save that piece of yarn for something else for another day, or throw it away. If I throw it away now, I'll save this somebody else years later the ability of throwing it away. There we go. Okay, so let's line these holes up. I think I'm gonna go in and out and then just tie a knot. So let's get plenty of thread here. String. Where did I put my scissors? Oh, they're under my paper. I want to have the bow on the top, so let's do it this way. I wonder, well, I guess I can go through one at a time. I kind of messed up the end already, so I'm just going to cut that off. I think I have enough. And if I don't, I'll throw it away and get some new. Because I'm sure I only spent $3 or $4 on that whole giant piece of crochet thread that I'm never going to use. Okay, there's that side. Okay, that is super cute. Just wanted to see if I could get the holes lined up. Kind of. Darn it. I'm going to have to do them one at a time again. It's not the end of the world. Trick is make sure to do them in the same order. And not pull out the other side. I wonder what time it is. Been crafting for so long now, I don't even know what time it is. My youngest son isn't even awake yet. I am going to tie this kind of tight because I like how it kind of splays out like that, the bottom. So I am going to do it a little bit tighter. Not that it has to be perfect. I'm going to cut off the extra ends anyways. So I'm telling myself, Maria, calm down. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to tie a square knot here first to keep it secure. And then I'll tie the bow. And just a little bit shorter. There. Auto zoom, you went to the wrong place. Curse you. Okay, that is super cute. Look at that. All done. Okay, now that I've tied it kind of tight, I want it looser, but I'm not willing to redo that for it right now because this is for a gift that I have to go put together. So wrap and get together so that we can go deliver it today. Um, this is really cute. Thank you so much for the designer. Let me go get the designer's name. Again, just so that we have it. So I'm going to go back to home. I'm going to search zoo again. So I can find the designer's name. Zoo Passport Mini Album. There it is. And, oh, that was in my projects. That is not in the Cricut projects. There we go. Oh, it doesn't say who did it. Oh, thank you, unknown artist. Thank you so much. I don't know who the artist was. That's so sad because it's such a cute little mini album to go. So the entire gift that this goes with, I'm getting some frosted animal crackers and then this mini album that you can write facts down about animals if you want to. But this is just a cute thing to go in the box with the animal crackers. So we're getting them a zoo pass, and this is to all go in the box together. So thank you for being with me today. Sorry it was so slow and I had the camera problems and you heard me talking about technical issues with my husband, but I think I'm going to let this play long, and I appreciate you staying with me just for the fun of it. Of course, you can fast forward. I won't take it personally. Bye.